What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday. Today we are looking at a Mega Scizor deck. Yes, that is correct, a Mega Scizor deck. Now, this actually was piloted to top 4 place, or top 4, I guess what you say, at regionals in the UK by Luke Kirkham. I'm pretty sure Kirkham. Oh man, I'm probably killing his last name right now. Luke's probably gonna be mad at me, but he did play the Mega Scizor deck. And when I heard about this, I was like, all right, we're gonna message Luke. We're gonna see what's up. And I've been trying to get an interview with him, and we will get an interview with him. Like he said, we're busy right now. Yeah, Luke Kirkham, Kirkham. Probably said that wrong, but watch out. We are gonna do an interview with him. He actually won a standard cities with Scizor. We'll probably see that on maybe main deck Monday or Road Tuesday. I'm trying to decide which one is going to belong on next week. And this is his Mega Scizor deck that he got top 4 with. Now, there is 2 changes. He did play a Dedini and a Giovanni Scheme. He cut those 2 out, and he told me to put in 2 Mega Turbos instead. And that's what we're playing with today. We're not playing his exact list, but this is his updated list. And like I said, look out for the interview with Luke. Shout out to him. This is his list. He is the one piloting this crazy thing, and it seems crazy, but it's actually pretty good, which is weird to say. At first glance, when I heard about it, I thought it was going to play Bronzong, but I was way wrong. Like, no Bronzong, we're going to manually attach, and it's basically, if I had to put it, it's Tank Scizor. Like, that's the bet. Like, that's how we're gonna win games, is by tanking. Now, Mega Scizor, we really haven't seen that much competitive play with. It has 220 HP, and it has the attack Iron Crusher. It does 120 base, and you may discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, or a Stadium card in play. So you can discard any special energies, and this is how you kind of beat Toad. You think, oh, Toad's a hard matchup, but you can Iron Crush it. Against Evital, you can discard the DCEs. Against Mega Quaza, you can discard the DCEs. And you do have your own stadiums as well to counter their stadiums, so I mean, it's cool. And it's either one. It could be, you know, if they don't have a DCE, you could discard a stadium card and play. If you're taking a knockout and you don't want to discard the DCE, you can discard the stadium. It's a pretty cool combo, and it's 220 HP, a little tanky. So there we go. And we also have Scizor EX, which is kind of a good attacker. It has 170 HP, and it has the attack Steel Wing. 20 damage during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. So turn 1, you can actually attack with Scizor, and it's basically minus 20 from anywhere. So if they retreat, they still minus 20. Gale Thrust does 50. And if it was on the bench, it became your active Pokemon this turn. It does 60 more damage. So 110, and it's not in between turns. It's like if you Keldeo then retreated or something like that. It's during your turn if you switch from the bench to the active. It does 110 damage. So pretty neat. So that's their main attackers right here. 2 Shame to help set up. 1 Jirachi for Stellar Guidance to search your deck for any supporter card. 1 Absol. Now Absol might seem kind of weird, but it lets you move around 3 damage counters, which might seem not that great. I'll explain in a second why it's such a good card. But when you put this down from your hand to your bench, you may move 3 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of his or her Pokemon. And I'll explain why that's such a good card. 1 Hoopa and 1 Keldeo. So what you want to do turn 1 is, for the most part, you want to Hoopa, search out a Scizor, Keldeo, maybe a Shaman or Jirachi, depending what's in your hand, and that's what you want to do. It seems, you know, it's fairly simple. We've seen this in multiple decks. It kind of reminds me of a Mega Rayquaza deck, but not really. I don't know how to explain it. But that's all the Pokemon you're going to play, alright? So, you play 1 Enhanced Hammer, discard a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon to help slow it down. The whole point of this thing is, like I said, you're going to tank. You want to slow down your opponent. You want to slowly win the game because you're only doing 120 damage. Now, you play 4 Hypnotoxic Laser and 2 Verbic City Gem. Now, this is cool. This is what Luke said. When you use Iron Crusher, you do 120, and then when you do Verbic Laser, you do 150, and if they stay asleep, come back into your turn, they get knocked out, and that's 180 damage. But you can move the 30 damage counters with Absol to do that knockout. Like I said, Absol lets you move 30 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of his or her Pokemon, and you can move that 30 damage, Verbic Laser, take a knockout for the turn, which is pretty crazy. And you have multiple ways to pick up Absol to reuse it later in the game. 2 Mega Turbo to attach to your Mega Scizor if they get knocked out for some reason. 1 Scoop Up Cyclone. Now, this might seem really weird, and I still think it's really weird, and I'm going to try to explain it the best way you can use it. So, Scoop Up Cyclone, let's say your bench is full, you have 5 Pokemon, You can scoop up Cyclone, pick up a hurt Scizor, maybe a Shaman so that way it doesn't get knocked out easily, maybe a Jirachi. You can reuse them if you want to. The main thing I've been using it for is for Absol. You can scoop up Cyclone, pick up Absol, do 30 more damage, which is really, really neat, but you can pick up damaged Scizors, damaged Pokemon, and it returns all the cards to your hand. You don't actually discard it like you do with AZ. So it's basically like a scoop up, but it's a Ace Trainer. One Super Rod, and this is mainly going to get back your energies. You had to play a 330 Scizor line. Maybe if you discard one on accident, you can't Super Rod it back, but you need to mostly get your energies back into your deck. 2 Trainer Spell, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Seeker. We know what all these cards do. 1 AZ. Pick up one Pokemon, return that card into your hand, and discard all cards attached to the Pokemon. Once again, another way to reuse Absol. Really great. You can pick up your Jirachi and your Shaman. I did that backwards. Shaman or Jirachi. What you could do one turn is you could scoop up Cyclone, pick up Shaman, then AZ, pick up the Jirachi, making it where your opponent can't really take a knockout the following turn, which is really cool. One course, you shuffle your hand into your deck and you draw cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon. If you and your opponent have both 5, you draw 10. Pretty good card. I wish it was in standard, but sadly it's not. 1 Scizor. Your opponent reveals his or her hand and shuffles all item cards found there into his or her deck. Then draw a number of cards equal to the number of item cards your opponent shuffled into their deck. Now this is good turn 1. If you turn 1 Scizor, you do have a lot of options to get item cards from their hand into the deck, because a lot of decks do play a bunch of item cards. Like right here, we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 item cards, and they're a bunch of like 4 ofs and 2 ofs and 3 ofs. So your likelihood of hitting item cards in a lot of them is really great turn 1, and you could disrupt your opponent. 1 Hex Maniac, shut down abilities to end your opponent's turn. This could be used against Night March decks. Any decks that rely on Shaman, you can Hex Maniac them turn 1 and make it where they can't use their Shamans, which is really great. 2 Lysander, 1 in. Both players shuffles their hand into the deck and draw a number of cards equal to the number of price cards. Most likely it's for the late game. You know, if you end your opponent down to 2, they whiff the cards, you win the game that way. 1 Pokemon Center Lady. And like I said, this deck is all about tanking. You have Scoop Up Cyclone to pick up your Scizor, you have AZ to pick up your Scizor, and you have Pokemon Center Lady. Pokemon Center Lady says heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. So, you know, healing at 60 might not seem a lot, but you gotta remember that Mega Scizor has 220 HP, and using Pokemon Center Lady, you can now turn like a 2 or 3 shot to a 4 or 5 shot, or 3 or 4 shot, which is pretty amazing. And Pokemon Center Lady is definitely the best full art card ever printed. Like, that card looks amazing. Yep. Saved me so many times while I was playing VG. It just, oh my goodness, I love the card. 4 Juniper. 1 Skyline to search for any item card. Maybe you need that laser to take a knockout. Maybe you have the laser, but you don't have a Verbank and you take a knockout that way. Not an item card, any trainer card. Any trainer card. Sorry, not item card. Sorry, don't get people confused. 1 Xerosic. Once again, we're trying to disrupt our opponent. You have Xerosic, you have Enhanced Hammers, you have Mega Scizor. You have a bunch of ways to discard special energies. It kind of win your Toad matchup or Evital matchup, because once you discard their DCEs, Evital's, you know, they're doing minus 40 now. Which is pretty much, it's a big deal. 2 Verbank City Jumps, so your lasers do 20 more damage, so you're doing 30 total. 2 Flowstone to give your Keldeo free retreat. 3 Links, so your turn does not end, and 8 Metal Energies. And like I said, this list is kind of weird, but it is a really strong list. Like I said, Luke did pilot to a top 4. Like I said, he cut a Degini and a Giovanni Scheme for 2 Mega Turbos. I do like the Mega Turbos a lot, but hopefully you enjoy his deck. Shout out to Luke once again for giving us the list. Like I said, look out for his interview. We'll talk about Standard and Expanded. He had both of those, and Monday or Tuesday, I'll play the Standard form of this for sure, and look out for that. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, you're putting against Knights who say Nye, I guess? Nia? Not sure. But we're going to see what happens. They're playing in a bunch of different colors. Looks like some kind of fire deck. We won the coin flip, though, so we will be able to go first. Yes, I'll love to go first. And on our turn, let's see what happens. Alright, we have a pretty good turn 1. Opponent's going to choose an active Pokemon, but we can Ultra Ball, discard a Lysander and a Metal Energy, attach 1 for the turn, grab a Hoopa. Fingers crossed is in the deck, and there's a Ho-Oh. Oh, man. Oh, buddy, that's not good for us. So we're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Lysander to Metal Energy. And with this, we're going to grab a Hoopa. Hoopa, where are you? Hoopa, no! Alright, so we're going to grab Keldeo. Alright, and this way, oh, we probably should grab Jirachi regardless. No, we can Keldeo, Metal Energy, Shaman drawing 4. Yep. Alright, so Ho-Oh can hit for weakness on our Scizor. That is not good. We can Skyla. And with the Skyla, we could grab Scoop Up Cyclone, but I kind of want to save that for later on. Is the other Shaman in the deck is my question. We could Ultra Ball for another Shaman to draw more cards. There's the Jirachi. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Ultra Ball for Jirachi. Or we're going to Sky... Oh, we already played a Sport card. Never mind. That's why I was grabbing the Shaman. Yeah. Alright, so... we're going to grab an in for the next turn. That might be the best thing we need to do. We need to save these for sure. And I'm actually going to rush in with this Keldeo. I know he could poison us and make it where we're stuck in the active spot, but I don't want him to get a turn 1 knockout on us or end our turn. And let's see what happens onto our opponent's turn. Now, this is probably going to be one of the hardest matchups just because, like I said, Ho-Oh can hit for weakness and we can't one-shot it while it's one-shotting us. There's an Ultra Ball, discarding in Ho-Oh and a Fire Energy. This might be a Ho-Oh Huntail deck if I had to take a guess. There's a Clamperl, so yeah, it is a Ho-Oh Huntail deck, and this is going to be a really... it's going to struggle. We're going to struggle here for a second. We're going to have to get lucky on some coin flips. See a Water Rage, go to Clamperl. See a Battle Compressor, go and discard some energies out of the deck. Could discard, just 3 different energies. He has the Ho-Oh in the discard pile. He could Rebirth, trying to get the Ho-Oh out. And that would be not good, alright? So he discards a Ho-Oh Fighting Energy. Oh, buddy, this is not good. Alright. But we'll see what happens. I mean, they can't knock out the Keldeo turn 1, so that's good. At least we have that going for us. But as soon as they get 3 energies on this Ho-Oh, they're going to knock us out. Rebirth heads. Oh, no, that's not good. Alright, so Rebirth's going to put 3 energies on that Ho-Oh EX. Okay. Going to put that down. Going to attach 3 energies. And do they have a supporter card? They don't have a supporter card. So on to our turn. Get a Metal Energy. Oh, man. I kind of want to play in because we don't have anything, but they also don't have anything. Yeah, we just gotta go for in. I know that's probably the worst play to make, but we need to play the in. Alright. We can Ultra Ball, discard a Metal, and a Juniper. And with this, we're gonna grab a Mega Scizor. Alright. We will link Mega Scizor and pass. We could have not attached a tool, but I really want to make sure he doesn't headringer us. So I'm going to end my turn, onto our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. And what we need him to do is attack with the Ho-Oh first, and then we can attack with the Scizor. He'll take a knockout, but then we can retaliate with the knockouts, and maybe that'll be enough. And the plan is to end him down to 2, and hopefully he can't retreat what's in the active spot. The long shot, it might work, it probably won't work. There we see Compressor discarding 3 more energies. We'll probably see another Rebirth attempt. There's a Tropical Beach coming down. There's a Rebirth. Oh, another heads. Okay. Alright. Things are not looking good for us right now. So we're going to see Rebirth get 3 more energies out in the field. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. 3 energy goes on Ho-Oh. Clamperl. A Water Energy goes in that guy. Okay. Alright. Huntail might be doing enough to knock us out. They ever seen Ultra Ball discarding those 2? Okay. And what will they grab? A Huntail? Alright, okay. How much damage is Huntail doing? I mean, he doesn't have a supporter card this turn. So, Huntail. Oh, they're going to Tropical Beach. Powerful Storm does 20 times the amount of energy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a Verbank. Okay. Maybe we keep the Ho-Oh asleep. We'll be a Seeker. Grabbing an in. Yeah, I really need to save these Mega Turbos. I think that's the best option. And we can put them at 6 instead of the 7. Just 1 more card down. We need to draw to a laser. And we didn't draw to any of those. Alright, we're going to Ultra Ball, discard Pokemon Similarity, and the Jirachi with this will get another Scizor. Okie dokie. So there's Scizor. We have 1 Mega Prize. We'll put that guy down. Put a Metal Energy, and we'll pass. Okay, I was hoping to obviously get a laser to do more damage to Tropical Beach, or do more damage to the Verbank. Okay, alright. Alright, well, it's our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. There's a Battle Compressor. I'm going to discard 3 more cards out of the deck. And let's see who they decide to discard. Now, what we gotta hope is, like I said, is we gotta laser these ho-ohs, make sure they stay asleep, and when they pass, they come back into our turn and get knocked out. That's our game plan, because we do 120 plus a 30, 150, come back to us, 180, and that's a knockout, so that's good. We see laser, discarded 3 cards. Alright, and we might see another rebirth attempt, and that would be scary if he gets another rebirth off. I mean, he only has 1 energy in the discard pile. He has discarded 1 switch, but I imagine he plays 2 or 3, most likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so he's not taking a knockout yet on the Keldeo. And let's see what our knight decides to do. Will they play a supporter card? Will they pass? There's a Skyla, gonna search the deck for a card, maybe a switch. Oh, a Tropical Beach. Alright. Okay. So we can see a Tropical Beach come down and probably just a beach for a couple. And then I'll probably just VS Seeker for an N, most likely. We can save the Junipers for later on. There's another energy going to OEX, and there's another Tropical Beach drawing 7 cards. On our turn, let's see what happens. Okay, there's a course. I'm actually going to course for 7, and that way we save the VS Seeker for N later on. Still no laser or anything, so Tropical VS Seeker. I'm actually going to hold on to that Verbank right now. We're going to put a energy on this guy, a link on it, and we'll Tropical Beach for 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there's a Verbank, Metal Energy. Where's our Floatstones? That's my question. We haven't seen a Floatstone yet. Kind of weird. We're kind of just stalling out. There's a Huntail coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If he attacks this turn with Huntail, we actually will lose our Keldeo. The question is, does he have another switch? There's an Ultra Ball, discarding a Water and a Sycamore. Okay. And with this, get into the Clamp Roll down. Alright. What to do? Okay, just looking. There's a Clamp Roll coming down. Not giving up hope yet, and there's an N. That's good, because our hand was pretty bad. We just gotta hope they don't have a switch. Alright, so 6 new cards go into our deck. Or we're gonna draw 6 new cards out of our deck. Okay, we get VS Seeker for another course. And we have Absol as well, which might help us manipulate the 30 damage. Not sure how helpful that's going to be, but we'll find out. And let's see what our opponent decides to do. Okay, Tropical Beach for 1, and on to our turn. Can we finally get some stuff? There's a VS Seeker. We're going to put down a Verbank. We are going to VS Seeker for a course. We're going to get 5, 6, 7, 8. And hopefully we get Flowstone and a laser. We could Skyla for the Flowstone. I know people probably saying that, but we need to hit this laser. So that way the Ho gets knocked out, come back into our turn. We get the laser. Alright, can we get a Flowstone off this trainer spell is my question. No. Okay, alright. So we're gonna grab a Hex Maniac, and what we could do is we can Ultra Ball, discard AZ and Hex Maniac, and with this we'll get another Scizor. It's about to be a battle. Scizor versus this army. Put down a Scizor. We could grab the Mega, but we're going to set up another Scizor. Alright, put that guy down. Put that here. And I'm going to pass. Alright. And then next turn, we're going to play Laser. And we're going to hopefully hit this Floatstone. I want to say, like I said, I want to save the Laser so that way the Ho gets knocked out, come back into our turn, not into my opponent's turn. Okay, another Tropical Beach comes down. Oh, great. Alright, cool. So that's their third Tropical Beach. There's a Huntail coming down. Alright, there's a Silver Bangle. Going to that guy. Okay. And now, do they have a switch or not is the question. Please, no switch. Okay, VS Seeker probably grabbing an N. Alright, I'm fine with this. Let's see what we top deck. Man, this is kind of a weird matchup, not gonna lie. But maybe they only play that one switch, and that'd be good for us. I mean, if they only play the one switch and this Ho's stuck in the active spot forever, we could theoretically deck them out. Alright? If they can ever switch it out. Might be a long shot. That might, but we have to go for it. We might have to try to deck out this Ho player. I mean, I don't know how many switches they play. They discards a Lysander, okay. Alright, there's an N. We're both going to shuffle our hands to the deck and draw 6 new cards. Alright, and let's see, what do they get? I mean, let's see, what do we get? We get a laser, okay, still no Floatstone. But 9 cards left in deck. There's the switch coming on down. Going to send in the Huntail, and he's going to take a knockout this turn. The question is, how many switch cards do they play? I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 energies so far in play, and they played, yeah, I mean, alright, so on to our turn, we'll get a laser. Yeah, I'm just gonna license up this Huntail. Laser. Okay. Hells, that's great. Metal energy on this guy, and we're going to Iron Crusher for 120, and yeah, we'll discard that stadium. And we just gotta hope they don't have another switch. If they don't have another switch, then maybe we can make it where they don't, take a knockout ever. Alright, now the reason why I did attack with the Scizor is if he does switch into like a Ho-Oh, we could absolutely maybe take a knockout that way for the following turn. But then he could retaliate with this guy. Okay. Alright. Trying to think of what to do. Let's see what our opponent decides to do. I mean, do they retreat? Do they have energies left? Do they have switches left? Maybe we could just deck him out. We can reuse Absol over and over again because we have, what is it? We have AZ to pick it back up to reuse it if we need to. And that way the guy can't die. So there's 30 damage going to the Ho-Oh. On to our turn. We will Absol. Move 30 damage. Yep, we'll move 30 damage from this guy to this guy. Alright. Let's see. We can Seeker, Lysander, knock out the Ho this turn, and then they can attack with this Ho. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna VS Seeker for an AZ. Okay. We're gonna AZ, pick up the Absol. Put it back down. We're gonna move 30 damage from this guy to this guy. Yes. Alright, so move 30 to here. So 30 onto that guy as well. And we're going to end our turn. So he's going to take poison damage. And like I said, if he brings up this Ho-Oh, we could take a knockout with it. But then he can retaliate this one. Oh, that's not good. Not sure what we can do here. We just got to hope he doesn't have a switch or anything. I mean, we could be greedy and Lysander take a knockout if we draw to those right cards. I mean, our only card right now is Getsus. There's an energy attachment for the turn. So they get one more energy, they can retreat this Ho-Oh. Question is, do they have more energies or not? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 energies so far have been played. So I'm actually going to retreat into this Absol. And that way if he does have a switch, he needs a VS Seeker for Lysander. And we're just going to end our turn. I know that seems kind of weird, but that's probably a weird way we can win. So on to our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. Do they have another energy or not? And if they have enough energy, we might have to guess his next turn. Doesn't seem the best, but maybe we'll be able to do it. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Ho actually gets knocked out, come back into our turn. And what we could do is then Lysander this guy, and then take a last knockout on this guy as well. So we might actually theoretically be able to win. Knocking out the Ho, come back into our turn, knock out this Ho, and knock out this Ho. Right? How many VS Secrets have we played is my question. 1. I know it's a lot. 2, 3. Okay, so if he swings with this Ho-Oh, we can then take a knockout on it, get the last VS Secret, take a knockout on this guy. So it might be possible. It seems like my opponent has a computer search right now. It looks like they're baiting what to do with the computer search, discarding it into something else. Let's see, do they get out an energy or not? So might be a question. Do they have another switch? What will they do? Now, how many lasers have we played? We have 1 in our hand. And 1 in the discard pile. So we do have the right combination of cards to win the game. Just is it possible or not? I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. And I'm excited. Maybe we'll be able to do it. We just gotta hope he keeps attacking with Ho-Ohs and not with Huntails. And then we'll be able to win the game. So we'll see. I mean, does the computer search get an energy or not? What will my opponent do? I mean, they play in, so they can, you know, recycle their deck. The decking out is probably not a real choice. You grab a card. And let's see, do they play AZ? Another switch, a floatstone, Either one of those cards will be bad for us. Alright, so pass for 10. Okay. So into our turn. Get a laser. I'm going to... Man, do we get this? Because he goes... You're going to draw to 5. Takes 10. Do we get this or not is the question. Now let's just end our turn. So it takes more timber damage, so 30, 40, 50, 60. So into our opponent's turn, they get 4 cards left. They might end here in a second. We just gotta hope they don't have... I mean, I doubt they have an energy. If they had an energy, they would have played it last turn for sure. Like, that's for sure what they would have done. I imagine that's what they would have done. So 10 more damage from poison. Alright. So into our turn. We get a Flowstone. Alright, our Keldeo knocked out though. So go up to 150 and then our turn 160. Alright, so what I'm going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is I need a Getsus this turn. So I'm going to Getsus. And we got to hope we get a VS Seeker off this Getsus. There's a Super Rod, Lysander, and Skyla. So we get 2 off this. Alright. And let's see, do we get a VS Seeker? We do get a VS Seeker. That is great. So put a Scizor down. Alright. We'll pass. Goes up to 150. It's our opponent's turn. Alright. And then this Ho is going to get knocked out. Come back into our turn. And then what we could do is Floatstone the Absol, Retreat, Laser, knock it out. It's going to take a knockout. We can VS Seeker, bring up this guy, take a knockout. And then he'll be forced to knock with another Ho-Oh. And then we could win the game. Oh my goodness. Can we win the game or not against Ho-Oh Huntel? This will be a miracle if we do. So pass. Okay. It's knocked out. He's going to set up a Huntel. Most likely will go down to 2. There's a Mega Scizor and a Hoopa. Alright. We see a Huntel come up onto our turn. We are going to put down the Mega Scizor. We are going to Floatstone. VS Seeker for a Lysander. Alright, so grab the Lysander. Lysander, the Ho-Oh with the 4 energies, okay. Then we will Mega Turbo. Putting an energy on this guy. We will Retreat. Laser. And the question is, who's he going to send up next turn? Heads. We're going to knock it out. Does he send up the other Ho-Oh or not is the big question. So he gets knocked out. Alright. So 120 with the poison. Knocking it out. Tails. Alright. And who does he send up this turn is the big, big question. If he sends up the Ho-Oh, we have the laser. We know he has an in hand. There's a metal and a Flowstone. Okay. Does he send up the Ho-Oh or the Huntel is the question. Now, Huntel is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not a knockout yet. And we can knock out this Huntel next turn if he doesn't. He has 2 Rebirth flips. 3 Rebirth flips. We just gotta hope the flips go into our way. That's for sure. Tails. Alright. So, okay. So 1 Rebirth not working. He needs a bunch of energies. Tails again! Yes! Alright. Let's see what he decides to do. What do they do here? Can we take a win against this Ho-Oh Huntel Tails? Hey, okay, there's Rebirth Heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 180, 9, 10, 11. That's not a knockout yet. So maybe we'll be able to pull it off because we can knock out the Huntel. The next turn we can knock out another Huntel. He could Lysander this turn though, so that might be a problem as well. He does have the Lysander in the hand to take a knockout on our Shaman. Oh, buddy. Let's see what happens. We don't have any more VS Seekers left. No more Lysanders. He could Lysander up the Shaman. There's the Lysander. Bringing up the Scizor. Okay. Why did he bring up the Shaman? So, Powerful Storm. That is not a knockout. He is 10 damage short. On to our turn. He should have brought up the Shaman. That would have won the game. So, we're going to Iron Crusher for the knockout. And the next turn we attack with the other Scizor. Alright. So it looks like it's... Oh no! He can bring up this new Ho-Oh. Oh no! Then it comes down to Laser Flips. But he's going to bring up the other Huntel. Huh. Interesting. What will our opponent do? There's a Super Rod. Going to shuffle in 3 combination of cards. Alright. We do have lasers though if he does promote a Ho-Oh. Why is he not attacking with Ho-Oh? That definitely is like 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, we should have retreated and attacked with this guy instead. Oh, because Ho can't take a knockout right now. 20, 40, 60, 80, 160. Yeah, there's another Clan Pro coming down. Alright, so he doesn't actually have enough energies on Ho. I forgot that Ho only does 20 plus 20. Maybe the whole time I was scared, we shouldn't have been that scared. But, I played it pretty good. So Tails in that one as well. Alright. Tails in that one as well. Okay. Let's see what our opponent decides to do. I mean, they're probably going to retreat to Ho and take a knockout there. I should have retreated. I don't know why I did. I should have retreated. That was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry about that. And let's see what happens. What will our opponent do? Oh, buddy. Now, if he does send the other Ho, what we need to do is we need to flip a heads on the laser. But no, he just powerful storms. What is going on? I will take this win. We played this so great. We're going to send this Mega Scizor, and we're going to beat this Ho-Oh Clan Pro deck. Go Mega Scizor. Let's have some fun. Let's laser and let's see what would happen. There we see a victory screen and we win the game. Don't know what happened with my opponent. Don't know why they decided not to attack with the Ho-Oh. We should have retreated and he wouldn't have been able to knock us out that turn. But hopefully you enjoyed this game. We'll play one more game with the Mega Scizor. That was definitely a weird game. But I will see one more game with the deck here in a second. That was pretty exciting. We took down a Ho-Oh Huntel deck. Alright, we'll see what happens in the next video. Alright, we're playing against Villico playing a Psychic Dark Colors Water deck. Now this is definitely some kind of Evital deck, and we'll see what happens. We'll call heads. We won the coin flip, so we'll be able to go first, and let's see what happens. Yes, we'll have to go first. And on our turn, let's see what kind of turn one we can get. Alright, looks like we mulligan turn one. They know we're playing Mega Scizor. They know we have Enhanced Hammer, X-Maniac. So they get 2 Pokemon down, and let's see what they're playing. Now, the Psychic could be Hoopa, it could be Garbodor, it could be Mewtwo, it could be a lot of different things. Alright, so send it to Scizor. Press done, and let's see what do we have. Okay. Now, we do have the Link, we have an Ultra Ball, there's double Evital. Okay. So, what to do? So, I'm going to... Man, this is bad. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball. Yeah, I'm going to discard double Trainer's Mail, and we just got hope Hoopa's in the deck. That's what we're hoping for. Hoopa! No, Hoopa's prize. That's not good either. Alright. Alright, so we're going to grab a Shaman. And with Shaman, we need to draw an energy off this so we can attack turn 2. So we'll get a Link, Laser, show me an energy. Come on, Evital, stay asleep, buddy. Okay. Shaman drawn 4. Yep. And let's see, what do we get off the Shaman? We'll get the energy. And we're going to play Ghetsis turn 1. So, just one card. Okay, so he's going to end us next turn, that's for sure. So we're going to press done, and we're going to see what happens. We could have maybe played in, but if we would have Ghetsis and hit like 6 item cards, I would have been like, I would have just freaked out. But next turn, we can knock out this Evital with Mega Scizor if we get an energy. I mean, he's going to end us. So he typed like an Ultra Ball, discarding a Dark and a N. Yep, okay. Going to get a Shaman, so you're going to Shaman, put a Dark Energy on the active, Shaman drawn 4. Okay, so he did attach for turn, so okay, set up for 4, or 3. Maybe he wants to get an Evital and start powering it up. There's a Muscle Man on that guy. Dark Energy, and he has the end, so yeah, we're going to see an end. Going to shuffle our hand into deck and draw 6 new cards. And we need to get this Mega Scizor, but come on back to me, Mega Scizor. Don't be hiding from me. Look, I said... Oh, man. So he plays Trebuchet as well. Seismitoad as well. Okay. There's a Oblivion. Doing 50. Pretty good Dark Energy, maybe on the Toad. Okay, on the other Evital. Alright, so it takes 10 damage from Poison. And on to our turn. Let's see what happens. So we get a Float Stone. We have a weird hand. Because we need to get... a lot of stuff out this turn. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a knockout. Okay. So we're going to Flowstone Shaman. We're going to Scizor. Perfect Seeded Gem. And we're going to Laser just in case we miff the energy and the... Okay, so it doesn't matter. If we whiff the Mega Scizor and the energy, then we need to stay asleep. We get a Link on this guy. 3, 4, 5... Oh, man, how many lasers have we played? Is that our second one? Oh, man. Alright, so we need to save the other lasers. So we're going to Shaman, draw in 1. That doesn't really help us at all. Alright, we get a Metal Energy. So we're going to power up 2 Scizors. Basically, is what we're going to try to go for. And we're going to Steel Wing for 20, and he does 20 less damage to us next turn. So 40 plus 30, bringing it up to 70. Come back into our turn. He does get knocked out by Poison, which is not good. But maybe we can use Scizor's first attack, Steel Wing, to take out knockouts and prevent him from doing 20 next turn. Yeah, any damage done to his Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. Doesn't matter who attacks us, so that's great. The big question is Garbodor. Like, Garbodor might make a big deal on us. There's a DCE, Flowstone going to the Trubbish, Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. I'm not really worried about Toad because we can use Mega Scizor to discard that. DCE, we see a Mewtwo. Okay, so it looks like an old school kind of Evital, like Evital with Mewtwo and Garbodor. Okay. Now he's going to hit us for 50, or hit us for 30, because we're doing minus 20, going to 80, and where does this Dark Energy go? Maybe onto the Mewtwo, and maybe you start using X-Ball. Yep, so Dark Energy in that guy, 30 damage, on to our turn. Let's see what happens. Now, what I need to draw to is an Absol. We get an Enhanced Hammer. We're going to play it right now, discard that DCE, seems fine, before it starts Quake Punch us, and we're going to Colors, drawing 8 new cards. Okay, so we're going to get 8. Okay. So we're going to put down the... No, we're going to put down this guy. Put a Metal Energy in this guy, and we're going to take a knockout this turn. And I was hoping to hit an Absol, because Absol could have moved the 30 damage from this guy to the Mewtwo. That would have been great. But we're going to Steel Wing for 20, then Poison. We'll knock it out. And this way, you know, all of your attacks next turn do minus 20. If he attacks the Mewtwo, it does minus 40, so that's good as well. We'll go down to 5 price cards. We get a Ultra Ball. Alright, and here comes an Evital. And on our opponent's turn, let's see what happens. Do they get the Garbodor down or not? There's a Metal Energy. A Dark Energy going into the Mewtwo. We see a VS Seeker, maybe grabbing the N. Yeah, that was an N. Gonna put us at 5. There's an N, okay. Both players are gonna shuffle up. Gonna get 6, we're gonna get 5, and let's see what happens this turn. We need to be careful with our lasers. We need to save these for these two guys. Scoop Up Cyclone, Ultra Ball, there's a laser, let's see what happens. Tails, okay, so we're still kicking it. And they're seen a Blidwing. Okay. What to do this turn? So another Dark Energy going to Mewtwo. Alright. The Mewtwo's kind of getting scared, I'm not gonna lie to you. So we get a VS Seeker. Do we have a Life Center in the discard pile? We don't. We have a Course. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Scoop Up Cyclone, pick up the Scizor, heal all that damage off that guy. That seems like a good play. Set up this guy, put up the Scizor, put down a Link. Oh, not Sycamore. Put down a Link, put down a Metal Energy. We're going to AZ pick up a Shaman, and then we're going to Shaman draw in 2 cards. Yep. Shaman drawing 2. Let's see, what do we get? There's a VS Seeker and a Mega Scizor for the following turn. That's great. So we're going to get Iron Crusher for 120 damage. Press done. We kind of need the Verbank. And what we could do next turn, if he doesn't get the Garbodor down, is we can't Ultra Ball, discard a VS Seeker and Juniper, getting the Absol, movement 30 from this guy onto the Mewtwo, and that way we can laser, knock out this Mewtwo when it comes up. There's a Hypnotoxic Laser. Come on, buddy, stay. Oh, no, he goes to sleep. Goes night-night. Does he get the Garbodor down or not? It's my big question, because if we can move that 30 damage to here, we're good to go. There's an Ultra Ball. This will probably get down the dreaded Garbodor that I was just talking about. Hopefully not. Oh, no, there's Garbodor. Okay, so Garbodor coming down. Going to turn on the Garbotoxin, shutting down all abilities from this, each side of the field. Alright. Okay, alright. So Garbodor coming down. Turn on the Garbotoxin. We see a Sycamore. Discard his hand. Draw 7 new cards. And let's see what he decides to do. That next turn we can VS Seeker for colors. We need to wake up, though. That's the main thing. Can we wake up this turn? Alright. Did he just drop a Shaman? No, the Shaman's been there. Alright, let's see. Do we wake up or not? Probably see another energy going to Mewtwo. That Mewtwo is going to be kind of scary. So, Poison, do we wake up or not? And no, Tails! No, man. Alright, come on. I was hoping for a Pokemon Center Lady. So, put down this guy. Yeah, I'm going to VS Seeker for a Chorus. That's probably our best outs. We could AZ, but we don't have enough energies to attack this turn with this guy. Yeah, we're going to Colors, getting 7, and we need a Pokemon Center Lady. if he decides to attack with this guy. We get a laser. Don't really want to use the laser because I want that Evital to stay in the active spot as long as we can. We'll put a Flowstone on this guy, and we will pass our turn. Take a 30 more damage. Okay, so we'll go up to 90 health. Okay, so we're still asleep. Thanks, Pokemon. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Now, he can easily retreat to his Mewtwo and take a knockout this turn. But then we have a laser, we have an N, and maybe we can get the Mewtwo to stay asleep and it gets knocked out, come back into our turn. Alright, and let's see what he has. I mean, the max he can do right now with his Evital is 60, plus a Muscle Band 80, so that's not a knockout regardless. There's an N. Alright, we're going to get 5, he's going to get 6. And if he gets an energy, he can retreat this Mewtwo into 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, 130. So yeah, if he gets an energy this turn, he could knock us out with this guy, but they receive Blizzwing. Can we wake up or not? It's the big question. Oh, no! Alright, give me Pokemon Sin Lady. Yes! Oh, top decks are real. Pokemon Sin Lady, heal this guy up. There we go. Alright, so we're healing 60 in all status conditions from our Scizor, and we will take a knockout this turn, going down to 5. We'll keep the Verbeek. We need the Verbeek in play for sure. Yeah, there we go. The top deck. Thank you, Pokemon Center Lady. I love you. Thanks for being my favorite full art. Alright, we'll go down to 4. There's a Jirachi. Stellar Guidance, not really that worth it. Here comes a Garbodor. And we're going to see what happens. This Mewtwo's about to come up and smack us. There's a Hypnotoxic Laser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100. And then Poison. Yeah, that would... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Poison. Yeah, that would knock us out this turn. Well, let's see. Does he have a DC or not? If he has a DC, he needs to hold on to it. That'd be his best option, actually. Alright, we could Ultra Ball, get another Scizor. We need to get a Metal Energy. Please don't be a Secret for N. Our hand is really good. I said please! Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me, Valico? There's another Trubbish coming down. And we'll see an N. It'll probably send the Mewtwo. Take a knockout, going down to 4. But can we get a Metal Energy or not? It's my big question. We haven't really seen any. Come on, 4 new cards. Hey, Cinderlady, I love you. Alright, so we get a Scizor, Keldeo, Evital comes down, retreats the Mewtwo, and he's going to DCE. He should have held on to that. He should have held on to that DC. I think that's the best play. So 140 damage. Going to go down to 4. Alright, we're going to set up the Shaman, and let's see what happens. We're not going to put down the Keldeo for sure. There's an Ultra Ball. So we're going to Super Rod. And with this, we're going to shuffle a Mega Scizor and 2 energies. Then we are going to put down the Scizor, and we're going to Sycamore. And with this, with Juniper. And with this Juniper, we need a Metal Energy and a Laser. There's a Laser, and we got the... Oh, yes, this is amazing. So we can put this down. We can Laser. Come on, stay asleep. Alright, so we poison it. Stay asleep. We'll retreat into the Scizor. And I'm going to Iron Crusher without attaching this link right now. We'll discard the DC for sure. And the reason why I'm doing this, if he plays a Megaphone or Xerosic, I don't want him to discard the link off this guy. Come on, stay asleep, buddy. Stay asleep. You can do it. And yes, he stays asleep. Yes, there we go. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Alright. Alright, so things are looking good. No, another Hypnotoxic Laser. That is the last laser. Heads, we're asleep. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a Dark Energy going to Evital. Another Garbodor coming down. But he will get knocked out. A Flowstone. Oh, man. I was going to try to Xerosic discard the Flowstone, but that's not going to work next turn. Alright, so Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. And there's the Headringer, but luckily we do have the Xerosic to get rid of the Headringer. That's good. Alright, so 30 damage. He gets knocked out. Can we wake up or not? It's my big question. As we do wake up, Tails, he stays asleep, but he gets knocked out regardless. We go down to 2 prize cards, and let's see what happens. Alright, what do we get off these 2? There's a Metal Energy and a Hoopa. Alright. There's a Garbodor. And on our turn, what happens? We get an in. So I'm going to Metal Energy. Alright. I think what we need to do is we need a Xerosic. This Headringer. Put down this guy. Put down a Scizor. Let's see. How many Life Centers have we played? None. Alright, so what I'm gonna... How many Verbics has he played? One. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Iron Crusher, knock out the Garbodor, and discard this Verbeek City gym. And that way, he needs the gym and some more stuff to actually do a lot of damage next turn. So go down to 1. What's that one card? A Metal Energy. Okay, that's good. So here comes an Evital. Take 10 for poison onto our opponent's turn. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 140, 150, 160. Douse Machine. Could get another laser. Maybe. I could get back a Verbank. Yeah, there's a Verbank. Okay, so he's going to go back to Verbank, do 30 more damage. There's a DCE, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120. Okay, that's not a knockout, so we're still kicking it. We can retreat and double Mega Turbo this turn. That's great. So on to our turn. What do we get? A Lysander, and we topped it the Lysander. We would have won regardless. We would have Lysander up that Shaman, the Garbodor, whoever. We could have retreated, double Mega Turbo, won the game. And there's Mega Scizor. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new about Mega Scizor. Man, if you haven't tested this deck out, which I'm pretty sure you haven't, make sure you go test it out. Shout out to Luke for giving us the list. Like I said, he did make top 4 at regionals with his list. We will eventually get his interview. We're working hard to get his interview. He's been kind of busy. I've been kind of busy. Yeah, so shout out to Luke for giving us the list. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We did play against a Ho-Oh and an Evital deck. The Evital deck wasn't that standard, but still, you know, Evital is strong regardless. The Mewtwo was ready to go. Yeah, shout out to Luke Kirkham for giving us the list. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.